everybody, and now that the weekend is over, I wanted to talk to you guys about if you prefer the maps rotating in Trials or if you prefer for it to be just one solid map. Because now we've been able to experience both. We've had full weekend of where we're playing every single map in Trials, and then we've also had a weekend where we've gone back to just having that one map. Now last week, we all know that they were rotating. They rotated between every single Trials of Osiris map that we have ever been able to play. And now Bungie have gone back to just having one map per week. So last week it was an experiment. They said specifically that they're going to see how the community reacts to it, and then they're going to see if they could make it a permanent thing. But it's just going to be a one-off rotation, not going to keep happening. We all knew that. But I just wanted to make this video to find out what your reaction was to this rotation, because I assume, I might be wrong, but I assume that the reaction was not super crazy positive, like overwhelmingly positive, because I feel like if it was overwhelmingly positive to have a rotation for Trials, then they would have just kept the rotation in, even though last week they did say that it would be returning to just one map. But I feel like if everyone was like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever, then they would have just kept it rather than going back to one map a week. So my question to you guys is, do you prefer having the maps rotating, as in every week you get to play every single map that is played for Trials of Osiris, or do you prefer to have one map for the entire weekend? So, I'm kind of torn on this subject, to be perfectly honest. When the maps were rotating, I was like, oh, this is so awesome. It like switches it up. You get to use different guns, different strategies. Teams can't just do the same thing every single game and be successful with it. But as I played Burning Shrine this week, and it was just one map the entire time, I kind of grew to really like just having one map. Now, of course, it is Burning Shrine, which in my opinion is the best Trials of Osiris map, so that might be why I'm just enjoying the one map thing. But I kind of felt like when it was rotating, I got Black Shield like 4 times in a row during one of my runs. And Black Shield is, I think it might be my least favorite map. It's definitely one that I don't seem to do as well on. I don't know what it is. I don't like the doors. I just find it really awkward. The gameplay's awkward. There's a lot of places outside near where the B flag is on Black Shield where it's really easy to head glitch, and it's just annoying to play. In my opinion, Black Shield's just an annoying map. So I was thinking that maybe the reason to have just one map and have this consistency is so if you make it to the lighthouse, you've gone through the same stuff as everybody else. You've played the same map, you've played 3v3, your team against their team. If you've made it to the lighthouse, then you've earned that. You obviously have. Now, of course, when the maps are rotating, you still earned it, of course, like you definitely did. But if you have one team, for example, that had Burning Shrine 4 times in a row during their passage, and then you had one team that had Black Shield 4 times in a row, then they had Widow's Court and they weren't that great at sniping, etc., then maybe that team that made it to the lighthouse, they could have got there just because they got the better maps, and then this team got maps that they necessarily didn't play that well on. That's a dog barking, let's ignore it, happens every day. Or they just got maps that weren't that good, like in my opinion Black Shield, etc. So I think I like the consistency. I think I like it. I mean, I've made it to the lighthouse with rotating, not rotating, every single map, every single week. But I just, yeah. I think I like it not rotating. I like it just being this consistent thing. It's the one thing in Destiny that is probably the most balanced. This is the most balanced competitive experience that we've had in Destiny so far. It really is. It's the most balanced. Of course, there's weapons in this game that are not balanced. There's probably classes in this game that are not that well balanced. But Trials of Osiris is the most balanced thing. It's the most consistent. And I think that having non-rotating maps is just a part of that package that make Trials of Osiris different. But I don't know, I'm still really torn, because when they were rotating, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it because it's a different map each time, although sometimes I got the map many times in a row. But in general, it's a different experience. It switches it up. It makes it feel fresh. It made me want to continue playing all weekend instead of doing like my 3 characters and then doing my fiance's 3 characters. I just wanted to keep playing because it switched it up constantly. But on the other hand, I've been really enjoying just playing one map. So I'm really torn. I think from a viewer's perspective on Twitch, at least, rotating is probably better because they get to see different maps, and maybe just seeing the same map from every streamer gets kind of boring. But yeah, I think I really like the steady maps, man. I think I do. I think honestly for me it's a little too hard, a little too soon and hard for me to say yes. The one map thing is my deal because I'm really torn. Like I said, I'm very, very, very torn. Maybe next week when we play a map that is maybe not my favorite, I'll be wanting to have the rotations back. But in general, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say I prefer it being one map a week. I think I'm gonna put my hand in that corner. One map per week. Maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm so indecisive on this subject. Please let me know in the comment section, guys. Do you like the maps rotating? Playing every single map every single weekend, or do you prefer to have one map for the weekend and have it switch up the next weekend? Please let me know in the comment section because I'm torn, and please also let me know the reason why you prefer the rotations or you prefer the non-rotations because I'm torn. I don't know what to think, I don't know what to do. I'm a crazy person, I'm out of control. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to let me know your opinion in the comments section. Remember to stay positive, and I'll speak to you awesome people later. Bye.